This is Noah. I decided to record the update in my car because I don't want to record it in my room today. Alright, so what should we talk about? I woke up at 12 o'clock and I was super dehydrated. My cat, Autumn, a calico cat with very long hair, wanted to sleep on my chest, but I didn't let her. Instead, I told her to get off, and I pushed her to the side and ran to the fridge and got some water. When I got the water, I felt this burning desire to write in my journal. So I grabbed my journal and I did a look back on my birthday. I decided to write down what I did on the time blocks to get a good idea of how I spent my time. I also wrote what I was grateful for, which is being alive, surrounded by loved ones, and also turning 26. And yeah, after my journal writing was satisfied, I was hungry. But my mom arrived, and she was hungry too. Luckily for the both of us, I got some very yummy Eggo waffles. And so I suggested, let's have some Eggos. And she said, okay. So I put the Eggos in the toaster. We rubbed them with a whole lot of butter. And finally, we put some maple syrup on them. Then we ate it. It was pretty awesome, not gonna lie. Chomp. Finally, after that, I thought it would be the best idea to take a shower. But before I could, my mom wanted to conversate about various topics. So that's what we did. And we got in a deep rabbit hole of a conversation that by the time we were done, we only had 5 minutes to take a shower. So I ran into the shower and just scrubbed as hard as I could. And when I was done, I got out and put on my work clothes. And then, you're not gonna believe this, but I drove to work. Yeah. When I got to work, there was this feeling of positivity in the air. I couldn't wait to go in there and bag for the customers and hopefully bring a smile to their face. It was truly an exciting time, for sure. And I kept this up for a good while. Then it was time to push carts outside. And so I did that. And I thought deeply about various things on my cart road pull. But I'm struggling to remember exactly what I thought about. So let's move on. When I was done pushing the carts, I was the closer for today, meaning I'm the last one out. Which means I have to make a list for my other 2 closer co-workers to help me out with things, and I help them out. Yes, that's usually how it works. So I made a list and checked in with one of the co-workers to ask if it was okay, and they said yes, but the other one I couldn't find at the time, and then I had to go back and work hard. Play hard, baby. Yes, it was cool. Finally, it was lunchtime. I thought about going home, but then I realized that we're kind of out of food right now. So I thought about the next best thing. And what was the next best thing? Eating at a fast food restaurant. Yummy. When I was done eating at the fast food restaurant, while watching a video about alien abductions from the YouTube channel Eyes on Cinema, it's their most recent video as of the time of this recording if you're interested, I returned back to work. Originally, I wanted to call my mom to see if there was anything at the house, or because she told me that she was going to be cleaning up and then going to the grocery store. So I thought I'd check in to see if there was any food. But she would not pick up her phone, so I decided to eat at the fast food restaurant instead. The only problem was the fast food restaurant's meal was $17. By the way, minimum wage currently is $16.50 here in California, which means most of your meal is going towards 1 hour of work. Actually, more than your meal is going towards more than 1 hour of work. It's insane. But it was close, it was convenient, and it was fairly tasty. I don't know if it was $17 tasty, but it was tasty enough, I guess. Finally, I finished work by doing 3 hours straight of pushing the broom and sweeping the floors. hours, and then clearing lot, and then discussing with one of my coworkers, who is a cashier, about possible ideas for titles for an alien invasion movie that take place in a grocery store. We came up with titles like Spaced Out and The End of the Courtesy Clerks. Some fantastic ideas indeed. Finally, I finished the day off wiping down 2 check stands, bagging for some late customers, and saying goodbye to the manager of the store. I left and got in my car, and this is where you see me now. Yes, that's all for this episode of Noah. Next episode, we're gonna find out what happens, and let's make it a good one. Goodbye, everyone.